Adam Taxin talking with Daniel Greenfield here on Friday, May 18th, 2012, about it's the 18th, right? Daniel, you there, right?
Yes, I am.
It is the 18th, right? And we're talking about your Friday Roundup. I can't even remember what the title is off the top of my head right now, but
A Day in May.
A Day in May, that's right. A couple important topics there. Let's start with Jeremiah Wright, who you say, for all the negative things said about him, is a credible source. Tell us why that's relevant and what you're talking about here.
Reverend Wright, if you can call him that, has never really made a secret of what he believes. We have the videos to prove it. He's out there, and he kept being out there even when he was asked to stop, even when he was offered $150,000 to stop. So now he's talking about Obama, and it's in Edward Klein's new book, and there are some interesting things in there. One of those interesting things is that Wright said that Obama had never really become a Christian, that his background was Muslim, and that he had to reconcile his Muslim beliefs with appearing as a Christian. That's quite interesting.
Isn't it apostasy? I mean, isn't the death penalty the sentence for leaving Islam? That's my understanding. And aren't you a Muslim if your father is a Muslim?
In Islam, actually, they assume that pretty much everyone is a Muslim, so they call people who convert to Islam reverts because they believe that Islam is the original religion of everyone. But certainly somebody who comes from a Muslim family, had a Muslim father, is treated as a Muslim. There's absolutely no question about that. The question is, has Obama actually committed an actual heresy? So it would be interesting for a Christian anyway to parse his statements and see if Obama has actually said something that would be considered a heresy in Islam. For example, some Christian groups have drawn attention to Obama saying at a Christian dinner that Jesus was a son of God, not the son of God. Now, saying that Jesus is a son of God would be acceptable under Islam. Saying that he's the son of God would be unacceptable under Islam. So it'd be interesting to see if Obama has been carefully parsing his words in this way.
And another point is maybe the powers that be know that he's really not Islamic by birth because maybe James Marshall Davis really is the father. You've seen the pictures, right?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, from my angle, this guy is a compulsive con artist. His entire biography is a composite, which he selectively alters and presents to different audiences in any way that will benefit him. So when he was trying to move books, then he was the Kenyan-born, Indonesian-raised United States senator. When he was dealing with American audiences, then he was just this kid from Hawaii, and Chicago likes to play basketball.
And let's try to keep this short. I know you have a lot of other topics, and we can address them in a supplement another time. I just want to go over the point, and this will be the last thing you make about the term birther and how a lot on the right are just very timid about it. What's the point there? And very two-faced, I guess.
There are two things?
Two-faced, like saying one thing one time and saying another thing another time, and I have to get a new phone. But the point you're trying to make about, for example, hotair.com.
Oh, well, yes, there's a basic contradiction. You have so many conservative sites making the argument that Obama is completely untrustworthy, but this is an area where they decided, okay, we're going to trust him on this. There's a basic contradiction there.
They're trying to have it both ways. All right, Daniel, we got to get these processed. You and I both observe Shabbos, and we don't have that much time, so I'm going to cut it off here. But this is a very worthwhile Friday Roundup. This is never a substitute for actually reading the thing, but there are a lot of topics in there that are very important that we didn't go over, including the global caliphate and the steps toward that they're making in the Gulf, and also the way George Soros and his allies on the left are trying to infiltrate Orthodox Jews, who always are too benign to ever, I think, in my opinion, ever really see the bad in a fellow Jew, and they're taking advantage of that. Anyhow, Daniel Greenfield, thanks for your time, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.